think it's 7 o'clock and I think I am going live. So if anybody's there, let me know. I will start by saying hello everyone. Ah, we've got somebody in. I don't know who it is yet. We've got 2 in. Hi Sue. Somebody else is in, but there's a few in that's not come up. Monetier. Oh, that's a nice name. Norma. Hiya, Norma. Hi, Sue. I've been doing some embroidery, so I'm going to mention it tonight. Hiya, Heather. Hello, Loza. How you doing? You've been doing your masks. Hi, Norma. Hi, Heather. Hi, Tracy. Right, we've got a few of you, so I think I can start. I'll just keep saying hello as people come and go. So, right, so what's on my work desk this week? I have been playing too. I certainly have. Actually, I've been playing doing Hiya, Dawn, you've just been to our house. I've been playing doing quite a bit of things, and one of them was little kiddies' face masks. I've changed what I was doing with the others. I was doing the folded ones at first. Let me just put the camera down a little bit. That's better. And my grandson asked if he could have a mask with Spider-Man on, which I'd done for his mum. Sorry, his dad. Hiya, Jude. So I said, yeah, I'd do him one. And I haven't got a pattern for a smaller one. So basically all I did was make the original pattern that got a little bit smaller. So this one's for Isla, my granddaughter. Hiya, Jacqueline. And I've done it exactly the same, just a little bit smaller. It's still got the nose, the bridge, nose bridge. Hi, Sarah. So I've still added that onto it because I think it's a lot more comfortable with that on. And I think it's going to fit her. She's 4, so hi, Aileen. So I think it will fit her. So I've been doing those. It's still got the PPE fabric on the inside. Hiya, Rita. Did you get your order? From the Cotswolds. Oh, I bet it's lovely to be there. Ooh, I'm all steaming up. Just give me a minute. I've been getting ready for a chanda. Hi, Aileen. So I've just about got everything ready, and I think I might be able to show it. Yeah. Can you see all those packages on there and on the floor there? That's my machine all ready to go. So it's quite exciting tomorrow. I don't know if Michelle's watching, but Michelle's taking me, a friend of mine who does knitting, and she's taken me because she's actually going to be appearing on a chanda in September. So I said she could come with me and she'd learn the route, and obviously I can introduce her to everybody because she's not been yet. So I think she'll be all excited. Can we come and do the new class yet? Do you know what? I don't think it's going to be long, Sue. If weather permits, we could actually do one, because we could do one on the decking. I'm not going to take it outside because everything's going to be all shaky on the camera and you might get a bit seasick. But maybe next week I'll start off with holding the camera and I'll take it outside and show you the decking that we could have it on. Because we could maybe do an alfresco one if the weather permitting, and maybe we could do a class that way. I'm going to limit it to about 4 people though. Not just because of COVID. I'm slowing down. I'm getting old, ladies. Yes, it was lovely to see you, Lorraine. I know I was busy. I was doing all my write-ups because I've got 3 new items on the chanda. So yeah, I think I'm getting to the point where I will do some classes because I do enjoy the classes. It's nice to interact with ladies who all like the same things. Hi, Alison. So yeah, I'm going to have a go. I'm going to get ready for the class, so I will let you know. So what channel is it on now, please? A chanda still on this same channel, I think. Do you watch it on Freeview or do you watch it on Sky? 673 on Sky. I think it's still 85 on Freeview. Aileen, I'm not sure how you watch it. Let me know how you watch it. I don't think it's changed. So yeah, so I've done some children's masks, and I've cut out, I haven't done it yet, but I have cut out one of the retreat notebooks. The one I did last week was for my daughter. She's a swimming teacher, and she can take a notebook and a pen and put a phone and a credit card and everything in there. So I've not got this sewn up, but basically what I've done is I've put this stiff interface in. What time are you on? I'm on at 3 o'clock, Dawn. I've only got one hour. I have tried to cut everything right back. I'm hoping to only go on every 6 weeks. But saying that, that means I can actually design more new products. So I've got 3 new ones on this month. So yeah, so I put the stiff interface in onto the Gryffindor badge, free view, and can't get it now. You may have to retune, Aileen. I retuned a bit. I think it's still on the same channel, but you just have to retune your box. So all you basically do is go to your menu, press is it retune or add more channels, and it'll go through them and it should come back on. 3, oh yeah, Lorraine's telling you it's on at 3, Dawn. I bet you two haven't seen each other for ages, have you, either? Dawn and Lorraine used to come to my card making classes. I've been doing some card making this week as well, because it was my son's birthday yesterday. So yeah, so I've done that onto the stiff. Onto the logo one, I've added the woven interface in. So that's going to go onto the inside. And then I've done a variation of the different fabrics. So I'm going to make that up, hopefully, after I've got the orders out for a Chanda. And that should be a really nice one. And for the binding, I'm using the Harry Potter, I don't know if it's called Faces, this one, or Characters, but I'm going to use that for the binding because my granddaughter Abigail is really into Harry Potter. So I'm doing this for her for when she goes back to school, because she's a little bit worried about all this, what's going on. So I thought this might cheer her up. Hiya, Catherine. So that's all ready for me to do. So that's on my work desk. I've also got some more little vests to finish off for Robin. So they're to do. Now, I spoke to Lewis, my son, who's got the little girl Robin, and he said, would you be able to do me a favour, Mum? There's a little boy who's in the children's hospital in HDU, near where Robin is. Robin's in HDU, and his mum's been very kind and been bringing food in for them because she lives in Sheffield. It says, could you didn't tell me that, Ali. Didn't tell you what, Lorraine? What didn't I tell you? Let me know what I didn't tell you. He asked me if I'd make a blanket. This is how my son describes a quilt. Will you make me a blanket with his name on? It's called Shazam. So I says, of course I will. I said, what sort of things does he like? He says his favourite Disney film is Lion King. So I started putting my thinking cap on, and I thought, right, Lion King. I haven't got any Lion King fabric. So I thought, I know, my embroidery machine. So I downloaded from Etsy a pack of Lion King themed designs, and I don't know if that's backwards to you. I never know how this works, but to me it says Shazam. They spelt it, so I'm presuming that's right. And I put on, these were all separate images, so I added the little footprints here, and then I added the Lion King logo as well onto that one. So that is going to be my central block, and I think that's so sweet. I think it's 10-year-old. So my plan is to put that in the centre block, and then this one, I don't know what they call this guy, but I thought he was a right character, so I had to put him on. So he's going on another one of the smaller blocks. My plan is to do it all sort of different blocks that's going to make into a whole, and I'm going to border round them to make them all fit. About the card. Oh, that I've been doing some card making. Yes. Well, it's Lewis's birthday, and his wife Sarah said because they've been in hospital since February, she can't get to send birthday cards because she can't get out to get them. So I said, well, I'll make you some. So I've been making thank you cards and birthday cards to take for Sarah to post out. So this one's got Scar on, and is that Rafiki? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's got the little bird on. He's quite a character as well. And again, I put some of those little paw prints. So I thought they were quite nice size designs. I put them on, and then I put Pumbaa and Timon on, and then I thought, well, I've got to put Hakuna Matata on, and I've got to admit the first one I spelt it wrong. So I decided to have a look online, and I found out how to spell it correctly, and I added that one on there. That gave me the idea of putting some quotes on. Oh, thank you, Heather. So I've still got some more to show you. So if anybody knows any quotes from The Lion King that they think is suitable for a 10-year-old, he's in a wheelchair, I'm not sure what his problems are. Thank you, Catherine. I think so too. I've really enjoyed doing it. So this one is Mufasa and Simba. Hi Sylvia. And I really like that one with Simba on his back. And then we've got a very tired little Simba. I think that's so sweet. And then I thought, right, adding the Hakuna Matata, it'd be nice to put the quotes on. So I put, it's a problem-free philosophy. Can you let me know, are these backwards to you or is it just to me? Because when I show these in the camera, they're backwards. And then my daughter, who's coming? Oh, it's all my patterns fell off. My daughter had a look and she saw this one, Remember Who You Are, and that was from Mufasa. So I was quite pleased about that one because I think that's a really nice quote to say to a child, you know, remember who you are, remember, you know, where you come from, blah, 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 things like that. And I think that's a really nice quote. Do you like them, Mary? Thank you. Backwards to us. Oh, sorry. They are backwards. Right, thank you. I'll tell you what they say. On the back, I plan to put, because it's to this little boy from Lewis, Sarah and Robin Owen. This one's going to be puckered. I think it's because it's such dense stitching, but I'm hoping I can get it. Hiya, Jane. I'm hoping I can get that a little bit straighter. So that's just the shadow of him, and that says from Lewis, Sarah and Robin Owen. That's going on the back. And then this one says, being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble. And these I just did with my font on my embroidery machine. And then I really like this one as well, look inside yourself. So come on, you clever people, is there any more sayings from The Lion King that is suitable for a young boy's quilt? So these are all going to go together to make that quilt for him. So I'm hoping to get that done in the next week, so that should be there for you to see next week. So that's another thing that's on my work desk. Now, it's not going to be a long one, this, because I'm desperate to get into the into a bath and soak my aching legs. We got a new jacuzzi delivered today, and unfortunately it's not to temperature, otherwise I would be going in there tonight. But that's not up to temperature, so I can't do that. The other thing that's on my work desk is my block of the month. Now, let's see if I can show you this in its entirety. I might have to stand you back a bit. I have got them sewn into two halves. So this is one half of it. So if I go along the top, and you can see this is one of the corners. There's obviously 4 corners on there. And I'll move it up slowly. I can't see what you're seeing, so but it's got this big circle in the middle, and then it's got this chain around the outside. Now these were done on the embroidery machine, and it is a Hoop Sisters design, a block of the month that I joined, and I've really enjoyed doing it. So that's the middle, and the middle makes into a star when you add the other half to it. So what I've been doing at the moment is joining all these together. I didn't enjoy that bit, I've got to say. And now I'm doing the sashing on the back Oh, thank you, Norma. I am loving it. It's got to go in my house. I was going to do it big enough to go over the bed, but I've decided I'm going to do this one for a wall, because I think putting a white on a bed is just not going to be any good. So I'm not going to put it on the bed. I'm going to put it on a wall. So I'm leaving it as it is, and I'm going to put some binding round. Oh, thank you. I'm going to put some binding. I'm not clever. It's the machine that's clever. And I'm going to put it on the wall. So what I'm going to do now is do all these little sashing bits, and I will quickly show you how we do that. And I might actually stitch one on, and then I'm going to get off. I know I've only been on quarter of an hour, but I have got a chanda tomorrow. So, and thanks, Sue. You'll have to get onto that, Sue, because it's a lovely design. It's if you go on to Facebook, it is let me think, embroidery, UK embroidery block of the month, I think. Let me know if you can't find it and you want to do it. It's fantastic because you get a lot of other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, you can see I've done the ones across, and I've just got to do the ones down now. So I'll put that down and I'll show you what we do. So the sashing is just done with the strips, and I've been using the little tool. So all you do with that is fold them to the insides, give that a little press, and then do it up and over. Lay it onto your ironing board. And I find with the mat, what they call it, the wool mat, wool pressing mat, it gives it a really crisp. Can't get it done now. You need to be laying it down anyway. Basically, you just put those to the middle and then you pull it through. That's it. And then you press it as you go. So that makes your strips. Hiya, Michelle. I've been talking about you, Michelle. I'm not going to be on here long because I know we're going to a chanda tomorrow. Are you all excited? Look, I've got all my stuff ready. Can you see here? Those, hang on, let me point. Those there. Those are my bags all ready to go. So I hope you got room in your car. Right, so I'm going to turn you back round. I'm going to put this down and see if I can do one of these. So on the embroidery sheet, they do tell you to use Roxanne's glue, and I have got some, and I've got it in a little like a lipstick dip dab thing, and it does work. But I actually found it easier because it's quite stiff. I found it easier to actually sew it, hold it as I was sewing it, so that I could make sure that it weren't going to be raised. I found that once I put the piece on and glued it, when I laid it back down flat again, I found that it lifted up a bit. So I did find it easier to do it without that. But obviously you may find it easier. Your boot's clear. Thank you, Michelle. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to get my little tool here. And I have pressed these open, but like I say, it's really, really thick. And because there's the wadding in between. So all I'm doing is just pressing these open. And basically, I'm going to place this over, make sure I haven't got the selvage on there, over the top so you can see where the middle is. Place that on there, and then I'm going to choose the serpentine stitch. And I like to do it on about 0.9. And I place the middle of my foot just on to that seam. So then the stitch is going to go on and off, all the way down, and then I come back up and do the other side, and that holds it all in place. Now I'm using the, oops, that's empty, I'm not using that one. I'm using the clear thread, the monofilament, and I find that that is, it's perfect, because it obviously goes with any colour you're doing. I've got that in the top, and I've also got it in the bobbin. Now bear in mind, when you're using these, I think there's only 200 meters on this. Baninas have got very big bobbins. Let me show you. That is the size of a Bernina bobbin. So you can see it's quite big. And I filled up one of these and did 1/2 of one side of the sashing, and it emptied a reel of the thread. So don't only buy one reel if you're doing a full quilt. You'll definitely need more than one. I always keep that one there ready to go. So I'm going to place this underneath. Now it is quite thick and it is quite big. So I'm just going to place that on there. I've got my, I don't know if you can see, but I've got my little red mark directly on the edge there. And it has made my hands quite sore this week. But I'm basically just putting the line on the back level with the line on the seam. And then I'm going to start stitching, keeping my foot central, and I'm just watching that red line. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm trying to keep this all, I find it easier to just put my hand underneath and I can guide it a little bit easier. It's pushing my scissors everything out of the way. So as I go, I'm just opening up that seam underneath, and I can't see if there's any questions or anything, so please ask it again. I can't even think straight. Ask it again if there's anything you wanted to know when I'm looking at the screen. A knee press is really handy when you're doing things like this, because I've got both hands here and I'm not having to lift my foot up and down. You'll find a stiletto is really good for opening the seams up. Keeping those open. Laying it down, lining up the middle. Yeah, if anybody's interested in doing one of the block of the months, it is a really, really good one to do. I find it's really good value for money, because on the 1st of the month she sent out the files for the blocks, and then on the 15th she sent out files for various other products. One was makeup and travel bags and holders for your hair straighteners and things like that. Another one was a weekender bag and slippers. Another one's been wedding. There's been baby, back to school. There's been absolutely loads and loads of different themed projects, and I found it so good value. This is just finishing off the back, and then obviously on the front all you're going to see is that monofilament thread, so it's not going to show up, because with block of the month we've actually done different coloured, as you can see on here, the different coloured thread. So I've used a variable like a purpley blue. This is the worst bit, trying to put everything in place while you're stitching. I have got to go through and cut all these threads off afterwards. But it does help you if you're just starting out with your embroidery machine. It gives you something to hold your hand for learning how to get the best out of your embroidery machine. I learnt things that after 3 or 4 years of having one, I've never done before. So these are quite long seams, the across ones. The down ones were only 4 blocks, but I think there's 8 across. But it's been a long, slow process. I've been doing it since February, but I've enjoyed every minute. I've looked forward to the first of the month when the new files come through. And this is a stitch I'd never used before as well, the serpentine. So again, it's making you use different things on your normal machine. Just press that open. So you can see I've got a join here. I did join the strip. Pressing those seams open again, placing it straight down over the top. If you find it's moving like it did then, just lift your foot. As I said, I've got my knee press on, so you'll not see me doing it. As you come to the end, it gets a bit easier. Let's just open these up. I have got my even feed foot, sorry, my even feed engaged as well, so that helps with the feeding it through. I'm not doing it on my Janome because that's packed away for tomorrow. It will be strange going to the studios. I've not been to the studios. I don't think I've been this year. I might have, I'm not aware that I have. Maybe in January. Coming up to the end and then cut. So I'm just going to cut that end off. Give myself an inch so. And I'm going to take it back up. And as I do it, I'm just going to roll this. Might be a little bit easier to handle if I roll it. Hiya Jeanette, has anybody asked anything? If not, I'll get back on with it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just hold that down and make sure it's all coming over, and I'm going to start on the other side. So again, just putting the red mark on my foot level with the seam, and that serpentine stitch will go over onto the fabric and over the seam. It's just getting caught. I can feel it holding back a bit. So if I just hold that up, it just helps it feed through even better. Take it slowly. I do find it hurts my hands on. But we're on the final leg now. I've only got 2 more seams on here, 3 on that side. Then I can join both halves together. And this is the first block of the month I've ever done. And I will definitely do more. Even the back of it is so beautiful. You've got all the different threads because we changed the bobbin thread as well on it. It's a beautiful quilt. Molly's come to see what I'm doing. I'm just sewing, Molly. You come to say hello? Is it? Oh, I don't think you can see her. She's just down here. Oh, I know what I've not talked to you about. Me and Sharon had a trip out to Fabworks. So I will just finish this off and then I will show you what we got. I weren't sure how it was going to work because of the COVID situation, but it was very well organised. So if anybody's wanting a trip out, don't hesitate. It is very, very safe. I'll explain how it worked when I've done this. Did I bring the... No, I didn't bring the fabrics over. I will get them. Got a little deviation in there. The second side is obviously a lot easier to do because the first side's already done. There we go. Now, if you just told me 3 or 4 years ago that I could do something like this on my embroidery machine, I would have said no way. But this is the sort of thing that you can do with your embroidery machine and a little bit of help from the Hoop Sisters, so I am highly delighted with it. Right, so I'm going to tell you what me and Sharon got up to when we went to Fabworks and how it all panned out. So just 2 seconds while I get my fabrics that I've got. Right, here we are. So we decided we fancied a day out, and thank you, Jude. I'm not clever, Michelle, the machine's clever. I'll just tilt that back up. We decided we wanted a day out, and we'd had a sewing day here, so we'd already done that. So we decided we wanted to go out and get some retail therapy. So we thought about Fabworks because I've been wanting to get some pink sort of jerseys for Robin for some baby clothes. So we looked up how it would all work, and they said that you had to queue outside until, you know, it was your turn to go in. So we pulled up on Saturday morning. Now, it was atrocious weather on Saturday. Sharon managed to get a car inside the car park. There is quite a few car spaces, and we managed to get in. As we walked to the shop, there's a tyre cross, and the guy said we're only allowing 12 in at a time, which obviously for safety reasons with COVID we thought, yeah, fine, fair enough. But it started to rain, so he very kindly said, if you want to wait in your car, I'll come and tell you when some people have come out. So we went and sat in the car. We must have only been waiting maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. He came and knocked on the car window. We went in, we'd got our masks on, and they took our names and phone numbers for track and trace, so that was safe. There's a system where you go one way round. You ask people what you want, they'll take it and cut it for you and take it to the till, and then when you've finished looking round, you just go and pay, and then on your way out you sign out that you've finished. So if anybody is wanting to go for any retail therapy with fabric, it's perfectly safe and very enjoyable day out. We then went for lunch to the Red Brick Mill Shop, I think it's called, and we had a lovely lunch in there. So yes, lovely day out. And obviously while we was there, we had a bit of retail therapy. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this to its full glory, but this is absolutely stunning. Oh, you can. It's velvet, but it's a short velvet, so it's not really showing you what sort of a nap's on it. But look at those bees. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm thinking handbag. Handbag mixed with either real leather or faux leather. Now, this was £22 a metre. But honestly, it is such beautiful fabric. Let me put it right way so you can actually see those bees. I got a metre of it, so obviously I'm going to have quite a bit left over, but it's stunning. They had it in lots of different colours. And if you live too far away, Fabworks do sell online, I think for £22 a metre for that much fabric. Oh, I can't wait to use it. I really can't wait. So yeah, I got that. I got a metre of that one. They also sell Liberty. And I do like Liberty. This is a Tana lawn. And I like Tana lawns to make PJs in, because I think it's just so cool, especially in summer. So I got 2 metres of the turquoise and navy. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like peacock feathers. So I got 2 metres of that, and obviously I will show you these made up. Actually, they look like very big metres, these. Maybe I got 2.5. I'm not sure, but I'm going to make from this one, I'm going to make Tilly and the Buttons Fifi. I think that is a gorgeous pattern. Shorts and a little cami top. And if there's some left, I might even make Ogden cami, because I do like that one. So that's that one. Then I wanted some rib in a baby pink, because I've got quite a few pink fabrics, but not the right colour rib. And rib's quite difficult to get hold of. So I think there's 3/4 of a metre of this left. Oh, by the way, the Tana lawn is only £13 a metre from Fabworks. I got some from Liberty's itself, and I paid £25 a metre. So excellent price. I got nearly a metre of the rib. It's not much you can say about that, it's rib. I got some pink jersey. Now this has got little flowers on, and I thought this was going to be lovely for Robin, for little harem pants and things like that. So that's a £5 a metre. So I think I got a metre of that one. I got this one is an organic cotton jersey, and I got 2 metres of this one, because I thought that was absolutely beautiful for little girls, but big girls too, so I may have something myself out of that as well, because there's plenty of that, and she is only tiny. And then this one is destined to be the kilo wrap dress, and this is a jersey again. I don't know if this was the organic jersey, but I got 3 metres of this one, and I think this was £5 a metre. So £15 for a nice kilo wrap dress. Late again and can't get from me to eat faster. Don't worry about it, Sandy. Unfortunately though, I am going in a second, because I've got a chanda tomorrow and I've got a bath calling me. My legs need to rest, so you'll have to watch it from the beginning after. But next week I will be back on at 7, and hopefully I'll be on a bit longer. So yeah, so that one is going to be a kilo wrap dress, and the change in the weather is going to happen tomorrow. Apparently it's going to be really hot, so this one is destined to be made sooner rather than later, because I do like the kilo wrap dress. So there we go, that's my haul from Fabworks, and I was very happy with it. I just need some time now to get some sewing done. So what time are we actually on? And we are on 20 to 8. So I was only intending to be on for about 10 to 15 minutes, so I've done 40 minutes, so that's not too bad. So right everyone, I'm going to get off. I need to have a bath and rest my legs, and I will hopefully see some of you on a chanda tomorrow. If not, I will see you next week, and have a nice sewing week, and I shall see you next week. Bye.